So today we just got our new oyster gels and I am gonna show you how to use it. Welcome to our nail art class. So we have 5 different colors of oyster gels and today we are going to explore them. So the first colors, which is probably one of my favorite color, is pearl white. And I am gonna apply on this nail for you to see pearl white. This is what it look like. It's a perfect color for wedding. It's a perfect color for the winters. Or even just in the place of the white polish, just in case you want like a French tip or an ombre, you can always use something more interesting than the typical white polish. So this is what pearl white look like. One thing that I love about this gel is its pearlescent effect. So you can see the surface looking like this, and we can maneuver the look of this surface with a tool like this. Like if I take a tool and I twirl it around like this, it will give me this jewelry enamel look that are beautiful for a certain design. So I'm gonna twirl it all the way down. And one special thing about it is it keeps your pattern. It doesn't go away. Like for example, if I use glitter gel or cat eye gels, if I twirl it, the pattern going to go away. It could go into cell level or cell out. Where this, the particle that we use are very unique and it's very condensed and it keep track of your patterns. Isn't that beautiful? You can also do this. This is what I call a sway. You can also do a sway pattern like this. And if you wonder about the tool that I'm using, it is called the engraving tool and it's double-ended. This is a spatula side and this is a side where I use to engrave. It's very unique. It doesn't have a ball point at the end. It's completely blunt, like a blunt needles. And the spatula I use a lot for scooping gel, for mixing gels. I use this tool in almost every nail set. Isn't that cool? It's like a sway pattern. I'll show you one more. So this is like a pleated pattern. I should go across like this, all the way down. There, you just use your imagination and you can just create any pattern that you like and know that these will stay exactly like this until you can cure. So I have 5 shades and the other 5 shades, it change its tone based on the background. So if it's on white, it's opalescent, and if it's on black, it's very vibrant. So it changes tone. Now, pearl white that I just used, it is a solid pearl white. It doesn't change its tone because I want it to be pretty solid for the wedding vibe that I'm looking for. See, this is very popular in certain occasion. And so I feel like everybody need a pearl white oyster gel at all time. So on black, it's very similar as it is on white because it's solid. Now on black, it might be a little darker. Or if you do this pattern, you might, let me go ahead and do one. So if I put pearl white onto black, it still look the same. It still cover everything. But there are slightly darker ombre around it, which is very pretty too, by the way. But if I were to do this, let me think of a pattern, like maybe like a spiral pattern. Okay, if I were to do this pattern, then my indentation, my mark on it is slightly darker because the background is black. So that's the only thing that would change is a slight color change in the background is affecting the indentation that you created here. As you can see, it's more, I would say it's more prominent. Just up to you, just depend on your look. And you know, if you use something that are not black, like this gorgeous magenta that I'm gonna put on right here. And then I am going to put on some teal colors like this. And I'm not gonna even bother to blend it. There's no reason, because all of this is gonna get covered anyway. And let's add in some blue, some darker blue, just like this. See, I don't need to blend it. Now, I can do this. I can take an ombre brush and do a little bit of this. If I to be bothered by it, I can just do that. And then go ahead and put it in the machine really quick. 60 seconds will do. And then we're gonna put this pearl white oyster gel right on top. And we're gonna experience what's gonna happen, because you already see the black sort of peeking through out of this pearl white oyster gel when you make pattern on it, when you swirl on it. So with this color background right here, if I were to take pearl white oyster gel and apply on this, see, it's covered everything, so the ombre is unnecessary. Now let's give it a pattern. I wouldn't do anything that are so intricate like a rose pattern. I'm gonna try to see what it look like, but this gel, the indentation that is made is not an actual indentation, it's just a mark. So if you do something intricate like a rose, you're not likely going to see it as a rose, because these marks are very light, like I'm doing one right now. You see that? So that's what it look like if I try to do a rose. So if you're happy with this, then by all means go for it. But when I make indentation on these kind of gels, I tend to be really quick on it. I tend to choose abstract pattern. I wouldn't draw something like a bird or like a butterfly on it. You wouldn't see it well. See, you can almost see a rose pattern from here, but it's not very intricate. So that is my advice for you: is a pattern you choose. Choose something that are quick and abstract. It'll be more effective than trying to draw something. So I would say that this gel I use to make patterns instead of making little design like drawing stuff on it. And you can see here, you see the difference? It's almost like a tone that appear on the background. You see, you can see magenta here, a soft magenta, and then the soft mint, and then where the really deep blue down here, it gives me like a periwinkle tone. So you can start seeing possibility now of what you can do with oyster gels. I will show you what these other 4 colors look like on black and white before we move on. So to start out, I want to show you golden oyster gels. Put these back. Now, golden oyster gels, stay true to its name. It have golden tone, but the base is what's interesting. The base is like periwinkle. It's one of my most favorite base when it comes to oyster gels, and that base show through on white background. I will zoom in a little bit so you can see. Now it still have its golden tone, but I am crazy about this base. When it's on white, it's very opalescent, like the color of the opal stone. Very elegant. You can see the shade right here. It's kind of like purple and blue shade. Now on black, I will take black out. On black, it's shown, it's toned more than the base. See, it changed color. So this is what it looked like on black. This is what it looks like when it's thin on black. When it's thick on black, then it looks like this. See, this part is where it's thick. And you can see, you can alter the color too. This is very textury. It's just not a simple colors. It change and it's alter depend on what you're doing with it. See, this is what it looks like on black. And this is what it looks like on white. So this is golden oyster gels. And of course, you can make all kind of pattern on this to transform it. We will move on to design soon. Right now, we just messing with pattern just to show you what the gel can do. But this is not a design yet. It's just a pattern. And I'm going to show you the next colors. Now, this is abalones. And of course, you already know the word abalone is belong to the ocean. I'm trying to find names that are related to the ocean. Since this gel is oyster gel, it'll be more fitting with its name. Now, abalone is obviously a greenish colors, like this on black. How pretty, like a mermaid colors, very vibrant and almost electric. Let me zoom out. Okay, now on white, this is another one of my favorite. On white, it's an opal colors. It's pink and green. You know, opal color is pink and green, white opal. So these have the exact tone of opal. Pink and green look. Isn't that pretty? Zoom out. So we will move on to the next color. This one is Atlantic, like an Atlantic Ocean. And this have beautiful electric blue tone. Let me show you. As you can see, it's very difficult to get a bright blue color. You can get a light blue colors, but a bright blue is very difficult, especially something that electric looking like this. It's almost, you cannot depend on the pigment itself. You have to depend on the particle. And these are pearlescent particles. That's why it's able to catch light like this. You can see, especially the metal. You can see the glare in the metal is like aqua. It's like electric ice colors. Absolutely one of my favorite when it comes to black surface. Now, on white surface, I'm not too crazy about it. On white surface, it's like a coral orange colors mixed with a blue tone. It's like a warm glowing colors. It's, to me, it's not my favorite because it's like yellowy looking. And it's not because I make it that way, but because of the tone. In order for this to be really bright blue, this is really yellowy looking. It's always like that. If the blue is if the base is more pinkish, then the blue will turn out to be more periwinkle and sad looking, like a sky blue. But I want an aqua blue. So in order for me to achieve this aqua shade, then this is not that flattering to me. But you know, some people might like it. But I have to have this blue. So that's why I make this shade Atlantic. And you can still see a blue tone shining over this yellowy corally background. So it's like an eggshell. I'm sure when it comes to a design, and I'll tell you a design that are really good for this color. Just to give you an idea, golden sand. It's like a creamy eggshell color that are sandy. So if you do like a beach theme, this is perfect for a beach theme. To have this like a sand color with a little blue tone showing through. And then you have some black up here for the water. And then you put blue here. It'll be this combo right here. For like a beach scene. Some idea for you. Now, This color is called cotton candy, and I tell you that I try to think of a color that are ocean related. Cotton candy is not ocean related, but I'll show you the color. This is what it looked like on white. It looked exactly like cotton candy. It have a green and pink kind of look going on here. The tone is pink, and the base is like lime green mixed with a little blue. So the reason why I call this cotton candy, because back in the old day, about 10 years ago, there is this polish. I believe that is a station polish that are named cotton candy, and everyone love it. It's the most popular thing ever. And this look just like it. It's pinkish. It's very natural looking. So this is what it look like. If you make it really thin, then it will be pinker. Remember why I say this gel alter depend on the amount that you put on, the pattern that you put on, the color that you put on top of it. It change. See, now it get a little pinker. So I call this cotton candy. And of course, all kind of pattern, like maybe I experiment with a heart pattern. You don't have to be precise, remember. When you're playing with this, you're not designing, you're just making a pattern. Something like this. Let me go a little more crazier. I feel like it's too neat. You don't want it to be too neat. It's not going to be perfect. You need to swirl it around like this. Like that. Yes. That. Make it pearlescent looking. And of course, later I will have more color of oyster gel, but these are the 5 tones that I would love to start out with. To me, this is very important. Pearl white is the most important. 4 of these, just because I have to have color in every tone. I have to have a cool color, a green bright colors, a warm color, a golden of some sort. So this is my requirement to start out with. But later I'll have more and more color of oyster gel, because I love to use these for design as well as polish. And did you know that you can even do this? You can even do a little blue, little green. There is a lot of probability with these gels, and I want to show you everything that you can do with it, just in case you didn't think of it like that. See, gonna put some gold down here. So now I'm putting in multiple colors, and you can twirl it up, all of it at the same time. You can start right here in the middle. See, now the color blend. This blue and this pink, it's become like a purple colors. It's only will get better. And let's go down here. Now the green blend with the blue. It's gonna mix, and it's gonna make another color in between. This case gonna be teal looking. Oh, that's nice. Go down here, mix the green with the golden colors. Make a lighter green. Like lighter tones. Look at that. So you can do that also. Combining all the color together on the surface of the nail, or combine them together by mixing it together. Like I would say, if I mix green and blue, if I mix Pandora, Abalone. If I mix Abalone and Atlantis together, then I will end up with these colors in between. Can't wait to have that on the nails. It's gonna be similar like the blue and the green, but I was kind of hoping for it to be something crazy. Okay, so it's very similar with the blue and the green, but a little bit of both. So it's like blue-green. And if I mix it with purples, if I mix it with pink, it will turn into purple. Atlantic and cotton candy together. Okay, let's mix this up. And surely it's not gonna be like purple because it's not really a pink. It's more like a coral pink. So it'll be interesting to see. Let's put it right on a black background. Oh, it's purple and it's so pretty. Oh, like a lavender. Yes. I'm getting so excited on all the possibility of these. Oh, so this is like an entirely new color. I don't have this shade. Surely I can mix it all the way down. So, of course, you can keep combining colors and experiments with all of this. I'll show you a design. Before we move on to other ability that oyster gel have. Because it have a lot. It's very diverse. It's fabulous. I'm putting some blooming gels onto the surface. If you haven't have heard already that our blooming gel, this formula is TPO free and HEMA free. And it is a lot better too. We keep improving our product every time. Every time we have a chance to, we keep making it better and better and better. So this blooming gel, do not kill this. And I'll put it right here so you can see it well. And then take out some black. This is jet black. If you buy jet black and the label is a little different than this label, don't be surprised. We still have some of the old label left, but the formula are the same. Jet black is really opaque. It's just that I adjusted the label just a little bit so it describes jet black. It's for polish, for design, and for land work. Even for land work because jet black are very, very opaque. So this is jet black right here. And I am going to take our liner brush, preferably the 10 millimeters. And I am going to give this little twirl. Now, I'm telling you what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a abalone pattern. Like pattern of the mother pearl, like an oyster pattern. Like oyster shell pattern. But I'm not really after making it really realistic, but I do hope that it look realistic. I'm trying to making it really fast and easy because I want to show beginner how to do these, so I cannot make it too difficult. I make oyster or mother pearl pattern before multiple times. I have all kind of different ways to make it, but with oyster gel, I'm looking for a really easy way. So after it's appear like this, I'm killing it for 60 seconds. Now it's easy so far. You just put blooming gel on and take some black polish like jet black and you just twirl a little pattern like what I just did. Now, what you know is oyster gel are different on black and it's definitely different on white. So I'm gonna use abalone. And I am going to put on to this surface right here. Take abalone, apply. Oh. So now, it's still showing me the pattern. Even though I cover it completely, it's still showing me the pattern because the color are different on the background. So this is what it look like so far. Very pretty. Now what I want, if I want some darkness showing through. Let me go ahead and put abalone gel right here. Abalone oyster gels. And then if I take a brush and if I were to go into the middle of all this green and I swipe, I'm gonna see the black. Remember oyster gel, you can make pattern on it. So I'm making pattern on this. This time with a brush. It can be with a tool, like the two I used before, the engraver and mixer if you want. But I'm feeling frisky. I wanna go ahead and try something new. So I'm using a brush and it worked just fine for me. And I'm making a little sway pattern concentrated in the green area because I know black is behind it. So if some of the black can show through, it's fabulous that way. Oh, right now it's already look like mother of pearl. Do you see that? So easy. This is like beginner level, but the result is like advanced result. Now, the reason why I choose this kind of look because I want to show you another ability of oyster gels. Let's go ahead and kiss it for 60 seconds first. And I'm taking out just a few colors. This is color pigment. Now, the reason why I take pigment out, because these oyster gels, you can apply pigment on after it's clear. So, you know how the Abalone shell is. It's colorful. It's not just green. It's a pink, it's a blue, green and yellow and all the different color tone on it. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna take our paper towels and we're gonna pick up blue. Smudge it on the paper towel. You do wanna take like a container like this and knock up excess dust. You always wanna do that, so it's not messy. Now, this blue, I'm just going in. I'm just going into a certain area. This really blue, this really blue, this really blue right here. Stop. Okay, don't go crazy. You have more color to do. Smudge this out so the color go away before you pick up another color, pink. Knock up excess dust. And going on here. Oh, it's about to get pretty. Pink going after the blue so you can see a little purple too. Cause pink and blue go together, the metal will become purple. Just a little bit of orange or yellow and we're done. I would say orange. It can be yellow if you want it to be. Just a little orange for me. And I'm done. And now, I am going to put on top coat. Using shiny top coat. Apply this. Oh, beautiful. Oh, like you see it. An Abalone design without any effort. I literally just whip this out. Talking is blending. There is no focus. There is no intricate work or detail work. Literally just use the gel. And its ability to bring out this design for me flawlessly. Easy. Anybody can do this design. So that's another thing about oyster gel that you need to know. Besides its pearlescent effect, you can do pattern with it, but you can also put pigment on. Now, you already see me mixing this. And I will mix oyster gels, but I mix it together with each other. So let's say if you have a ton of cool polish, can you mix it with oyster gel? Absolutely, but here's a but. If I were to mix golden with the blue colors, if I choose a regular polish, okay, which is not see-through, it's opaque, completely opaque and solid. If I mix this in, I still can see my oyster gel, but probably not as well. I'm gonna mix it in for you so you can see. Okay, I will see more of the color than the oyster, but it still transform the color really nice, as you can see. This is no longer a normal blue. It's like a shimmering blue. It's very, very pretty. And of course, it is now an oyster gel. So now you still can do pattern like this. Like how you would do it on the oyster gel. You would do it with this mixture. It's transformed it into an oyster gel. And you can do it that way. But you see, I prefer to use a stained glass colors like this blue, or maybe a darker stained glass colors like this blue right here. So this is number 8, this is number 7. One is bright, one is dark. You can mix them together. Now these are see-through, so you can see oyster gels very well. You can see all of its particle because it's see-through. It's have no solid pigment into it, so it's not gonna hide it. Oh, look at how pretty this is. A bright blue with golden oyster gel. This is fabulous. Look at this. Oh, wow. Look at that colors. I am in love with these colors. Wow. Let's see what it looks like on a darker blue. Just like this. And when I mix it, it's also give me a similar result, but I think I like this more. It's brighter. This is beautiful too, but see, you can see the oyster more than the color. Well, this you can see the color more than the oyster. It's fun. Either ways, it's fun. So you can mix it together. Let's take this blooming gel out of the way. I am going to use this for a design. I keep looking at this color. This is so pretty, like a fairy colors. I can't wait to see all the design I'm gonna make with this. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this oyster gel to make a design now. Not like I haven't made a design yet, but right now I'm actually gonna make some shape design. So I need black. Taking jet black out, and I'm just gonna draw something. So I'm thinking I'm gonna draw a heart. I like hearts, so I'm gonna draw a heart shape. So what I call this is prepping. Prepping for the oyster gel, meaning you can decide what color you want. What color spectrum are you really aim forward? Opal or vibrant? And then you put in a base on the appropriate for that oyster gels. And I'm thinking I want something very vibrant. So I apply this on. And I'm thinking of color that I want to put on here. I want to go with blue and golden color since it was so pretty earlier. I have to finesse this to make sure that it's both sides are symmetrical. Okay, and then I'm gonna cure this and wipe this up to make my oyster gel colors. So I want to take the golden out, and I want to take stained glass gel number 7 out just because it's so pretty earlier. Okay, this and golden. Mix together. Now, I'm gonna apply Teflon matte, and I'm gonna use my new bottle actually. So Teflon matte, I write it right here, non-sticky to chrome powder, so you will remember. You don't forget that every time you use this, you use it to isolate chrome. It's amazing to isolate chrome, and it's so nice and thin. Apply this over the surface, and of course this version are hammer free, TBO free. It's fabulous. Cure this for 60 seconds. Put it right here so you can see it. And then I'm gonna use a metal effect gel to design. Since the heart is black, I'm gonna use white metal effect gel so I can see easily. and a 10mm brush. I'm drawing a frame around the heart, and I just want you to know that all of these are optional. I'm just building and staging the look for the design. And in my mind, I have a golden heart frame. And the color of the heart is like aqua, blue, golden, very vibrant. Metal effect gel is amazing when it comes to fluidity, and the color are very opaque. I only have two color, black and white. I don't have other color because metal effect gel its job is to make chrome, so it don't need a lot of color. It just need black and white for lightness and darkness, but the chrome color gonna determine what its shade is. Like if I have gold chrome, then the color gonna be gold. If I have pink chrome, the color gonna be pink. Blue chrome, the color gonna be blue. So when it comes to metal effect gel, that's the only two color that I have. It's black and white. But you see people sometimes they don't even do chrome. They just like the consistency and the opacity of the gels. I'm gonna put it in this size. And we're gonna rub the gold chrome on. See how amazing it is? The chrome stuck on metal effect gel immediately, and it stuck shiny. If your chrome get glittery, that means the gel that you use is not for chrome. That's why it glittery. Just because it's black or white, that doesn't mean that it's gonna adhere to chrome shiny. The gel have to be used for chrome design, but you see what it look like here? Isn't that beautiful? It doesn't stick to the Teflon mat. That is how important Teflon mat is. But I'm staging the look for the design because now I'm gonna take this, the golden oyster gel that I just made, mixed with like a blue colors, like a see-through blue colors. And I am gonna take the emboss brush now. Go ahead and painting it in here. Okay, so now we find out another things. So on black background, the golden tone show up more than the blue tone, and it's very obvious because the blue is see-through, and a see-through blue is not gonna show up on black background unless I put it on white background. So that's something to put in your note just so you remember. So you don't get surprised of seeing, oh, this is blue, but why this is just gold? The blue doesn't show through. Because if you take blue and you just apply on black, you're not going to see anything like this. See, if you take this blue, which is like this, and you apply on a black background, see, you're not going to see anything at all. But on white, you will see it easily. So I just want you to aware of the component that you use so you don't get surprised when you design. But just beside putting it on the entire nail or just on a French tip, you can do these little shape, little flower, little heart. And of course, you can always give it a swirl just to create like an enamel look. I know if you have jewelry that are similar like this, I know you know what I'm talking about. It's like I couldn't put a name to this swirl pattern, so I'm gonna call it pearl swirl or pearlescent swirl. But there is a name for this type of jewelry. You can cure this and top coat everything or just a heart. Is up to you. But now I want to show you. Well, let me go ahead and put all this out first. I like to be presentable if you don't already know that by now. Let me lay all this out. Okay, now let me show you one of the designs that I just made for the winter using oyster gels. See this? So this is Olaf, snowman. So the similar thing that I just did to the heart shape that I just showed you, I did on this. I make the frame, but of course in this design I put down the silhouette using white pearl first, or pearl white. I put down a silhouette first, then I put Teflon matte on, and then I draw around him, and then put chrome on and top coat. But isn't that awesome? And then look at these. I also use blue oyster gel on blue background. I put Atlantic. See, I have white tips, and then I put pigment on the white tips, blue pigment, and then I use Atlantic and put on the whole thing. And you see the blue is pretty, and even this sandy color. Remember that I say it's not quite my favorite. This sandy color on white when it matched with blue, to me it look amazing too. Just very similar with the ocean or the beach, kind of like a beach vibe. So oyster gel is really a product that have no limit. You can use it for pretty much anything. They are color, but they are interesting color, and color that you can alter, you can maneuver it with all kind of different patterns. So a very unique product, and I am looking forward to have more colors. So I hope you guys enjoy this lesson and have a lot of fun with your oyster gels. It's available online, full bundle at Tinovo Shop, www.tinovo Shop, and full bundle just like this, or you can buy individually. Lesson is already on YouTube for you guys, and don't forget to subscribe us on YouTube at Tinovo, and remember to shop in our website. Everything that we use is on www.tinovo.shop. And until next time, bye bye.